I'm Tace. I've been working alongside Partners in Recovery now for about 6 months and found Partners in Recovery through a friend of ours. We didn't know where to go to, and we reached out to our friend and they were able to find Partners in Recovery, and it ended up being a good fit, so we stuck with it.
Yeah. And I agree with that. My name's Sheena and I'm Tace's mum, and yes, I was at my wit's end, and so I swallowed. So I called a friend and I explained what was going on, which was very difficult to do, and unfortunately they had some insight into some areas, and that we were put in contact with one lot of people, and then we were put in contact with Partners in Recovery, and from there it just went from there, and it seemed to ease. It just gave us that feel, right from the word go. Even though we were a bit suspicious, I was a bit suspicious and a bit sceptical, thinking, oh yeah, here we go, just another one, and and no, that wasn't the case. It's actually helped us. It's helped us in many more ways than I can express. My daughter's...
It helps steer us from disaster.
Yeah, it did. It helps steer us from disaster, yes. That's probably sums it up, yeah. The illness itself
has been easy compared to navigating the treatment.
Yes, the illness itself, actually, dealing with the illness itself is a lot easier than dealing with the treatment. Sorry, but that's the truth. Or navigating and trying to get that treatment.
I found it as well that one of the things that I was adamant from the start was that I was capable to self-orientate and self-determine my life, and that included my mental illness. And I found that sometimes I had to hang on to that for dear life, because there'd be people trying to shape that self-orientation and self-determination away from me, so mental illness is not just a negative thing. It's a series of just great moments, mediocre moments, everyday moments, nightmare moments, and the illness itself is quite easy compared to treatment without any support. I found myself in a situation where there was no modesty or anything like that, and it was good to have the support and understanding of somebody while I was being publicly
humiliated.
Yeah, publicly humiliated. And what happened with my situation, how I ended up with Partners in Recovery, is my whole community and my family was dealt a shocking blow, where my daughter was taken into state care, and
5 hours old.
Yeah, she was 5.5 hours old, and the shock that was in my community and amongst my family, I needed help. I was like being the bearer of bad news, and needed help to stay like, it was like a safe harbour to park your boat in. It was somewhere where I didn't feel like I could be attacked, and it was somewhere where I felt that I had some sort of defense and someone to keep me strengthening. So, and also offered me a different view on what's possible with mental health, because I have, as well as knowing the positives, I have had some experiences which have made me very jaded in some areas. So to actually be shown a different viewpoint on a new viewpoint to me on how the system and the clients all work together, can work together.
The possibility of it. Yeah.
That was that sort of made me able to get up and face what I had to face.
Basically, what Tace is saying, it gave that sounding board, and it gave the assistance of what was out there. There was a lot of different areas that Partners in Recovery were very supportive in and very helpful. And but I think the just
found like-minded people
Yeah.
who were I'd been jumping up and down and rattling my cage for years, trying to get some sort of change and a bit more dignity and humanity in
and how she was treated and you were treated, yeah.
And it was good to find that, because I knew that it had to be out there somewhere, but I was getting more and more disheartened every time I ran into an issue with the state system. More and more disheartened every time I didn't find that group of people who I knew were out there somewhere who could help me to get my voice and stop me from being just a number in a cattle yard. Somewhere to develop some sort of and to
Sense of self
also
again.
to help people who have found themselves very institutionalized, to break that neurological loop of what they've been subjected to and how that's made them to be today. So because nobody sort of institutionalizes themselves, that's done to people.
So we would like to see changes in the future, and our future hopes are to put our experiences, I guess, and we haven't really formed that because, like I said, that's somewhere in the future, somewhere out there in the future. Our future is to have a normal existence without an existence that doesn't involve.
It's very difficult to.
Doesn't involve the system.
It's very difficult to act normal in an abnormal situation. Anyway.
Dear. Without Partners in Recovery, I don't think that Tace would have eventually found. We're very happy with Tace's treating team at the moment. We've found the niche. We've found that. I think.
Yes.
Yeah. And I can step out of it now. We're very happy with her training team at this point. She lucked out. She's lucked out. Yeah.
Without Partners in Recovery, I wouldn't be coming to the end of my nightmare. I'd still be
Still
roiled right in the middle of it.
Yeah.